Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Lazy Podcast. I'm your host, Grim, and today I'm joined by my co-hosts, Dage. Say hi.
What up, homies? It's Dage.
Brim, say something that isn't racist.
Pokemon tier 3 sub.
Dage, you better censor that.
You think I have to?
And we are introducing a new host, Pam. Say howdy.
Howdy.
There we go.
That was terrible.
You guessed.
This is what it's all about. I'm so glad I'm here.
Uh,
Well, Pam, introduce yourself. Is there anything you want to say?
I've been here before. I was a guest on one of the previous episodes, and I love these guys so much, so I decided to come back.
That is true. He is actually in a four-way relationship with us.
Man, Eli really just said introduce yourself to the class.
Pretty much.
This man needs to go back to reception.
Of course.
This is gonna be brilliant.
Alright. Okay, so you probably knew this was coming, Dage and Brim. But because we now have a fourth host, we have to ask, if you could pick any superpower, what would it be and why?
Surprisingly, I'm gonna stick with my original answer of controlling time. Because it's the best. Yours was like shape shifting.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And I have telekinesis.
Because you're a whore.
Because it's smart.
I don't know about that one.
It's pretty smart. Anyways, Pam, what would your superpower be?
Probably teleporting, because I'm really lazy. Like in the movie
Okay.
Jumper. That'd be sweet.
The movie Jumper?
But, now, let me expand your mind right now. You could just have telekinesis and be like, damn, I want a glass of milk. And then you just have your mind be like, I'm gonna grab a glass of milk from the fridge. And then you grab that glass of milk with your mind. You don't even have to move.
But
It's like teleporting,
yeah.
but better.
No.
But
I have a rebuttal for this, Pam. I'm gonna help you out. See, if you have to use more effort to use your mind to create make the glass of milk and then bring it to you, or you could just teleport to like the fridge, grab some milk, and then teleport back.
But then he has to do stuff physically. When he
But
can
you have
just
to
think
you have
it.
to use
But
your
he can
brain.
just think it. He can just think it.
Yeah, but I can just teleport straight to the cow.
Yeah.
Oh,
He can teleport,
well-
and his mouth will already be on the udder.
See, Eli.
No, just
even you-
teleport into the.
Into the cow. As it
Yeah.
explodes and milk goes everywhere.
That's
Hey man,
disgusting.
it's the best way to get milk.
Yeah.
That's like
Fresh
actually-
squeezed.
You are actually just disgusting. Do you realize what you just said?
Yep, and I'm glad I said it.
I wish to kill.
Thanks, Brim.
Kill who? Me? Please do it.
All of you.
Alright, now, interesting segue I'm gonna do. What is the worst superpower you guys think is?
Dude, your superpower. Nah, JK, bro. I don't know.
Looks like I'll kill you.
Probably, like, being able to change the color of any object.
That's
Just
not
like-
a superpower.
Yes, it is a superpower. You'd be like,
Dude.
oh, look at that green pillow. Oh, it's blue now.
That no,
It's a superpower.
no. Like, okay, so you're saying that fucking Hulk's power should be changing colors because he can turn to green.
No,
can just
it's
turn to
part
blue
of the superpower.
No,
It's
no,
also radiant-
that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Okay,
Okay,
okay. The reason Hulk turns green is because of the radiation. So that's not changing.
Alright.
But me being able to change color of any object, that's not happening by like any force. It's happening because I have an ability to do that. It's not like
Alright.
some science shit.
That
Science
was
can't
bad. That
explain
was a bad analogy. That was a bad analogy. Imagine
can't
if there was an Avenger who was going up against Thanos. It's like, whoa, look, man, your glove is now green. Instead
That's
of gold.
why it's the worst power.
No, because That isn't a superpower. That's just
It is a superpower.
no. It isn't. There is not a
It is
superhero.
It
It is a
super-
power. It's not a superpower though.
It is super because you could make. Well, I'm thinking about that, and why would you change his glove to green when you can change him to like blue and then be like, oh, you just killed half the people. Why are you feeling so blue?
I mean, it would be really
Super
good for
punks.
cost. If you
Or
think
you could
about it.
change the color of the Infinity Stones so he doesn't know which one's which.
But
See?
the thing is, Dave,
Big brain.
right? It's even better, right, for cosplayers. If they have to like cosplay an ogre, they can just turn themselves green.
Exactly.
That's actually
Or
pretty useful.
you could
That's
do
just a
black
power.
face
That's
and
not a
just go black.
superpower though. If I went
What's the
online for a
superpower?
list of superpowers, I'm not gonna get being able to change your pillows to a different color.
It's
Anything that a
anything.
human-
No,
You don't even be looking like your color is now blue.
that's
Your
not.
skin color. I can do that. I can change anything color. I can change the color of Discord background for everyone. Or for individually. I can change the color of anything.
Make everyone use dark theme.
Yeah, exactly. I could make everyone use light mode. Even.
So you just hack everyone's discords. Is that your superpower?
I can change the color of literally any object, even if it's not an object. Just anything. It doesn't have to be real. It could be through technology. I could change the color of like your profile picture or some shit, but only that you can see it, not for everyone else. So it's like really weird. Like on your computer, I could change the color of your profile picture, or I could change the color of anything. It's a really bad power.
It's not.
but
It's not a. It's just a power. It's not a superpower though.
It's a superpower.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm gonna
what's the
fucking.
difference between
I'm gonna
power
change it
and
then. I'm gonna
superpower?
change it then. I'm gonna change it then. What is the worst power from a hero from like DC or Marvel? An actual superpower, not fucking changing my pillows to a
Oh,
different color.
fine.
Yeah.
The worst
Oh.
superpower?
Yes. The
Hmm.
worst superpower you think there is.
Probably, what's his name? That
Okay.
arrow guy, Green Arrow?
Yeah, just
Wait.
you can shoot arrows fast.
Wait, no,
Yeah.
that's not a power. Isn't
Yeah,
he just like a guy who can
He's just
has
No,
an
an
why
arrow?
is he in the Avengers?
Is he? I don't watch
Yes,
Green Arrow.
Okay, no, okay. Green Arrow
No,
is part of.
Hawkeyes.
Yeah, I was thinking of Hawkeye.
That
Green.
because he
They're
knows how to
basically-
aim a bow. That's not a superpower.
Then
Well,
why are they in the
listen.
fucking Justice League and the fucking Avengers then?
Because he's really good at shooting bows.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No,
So-
we're not. Okay, so what you're saying? Every fucking scientist that's worked with Iron Man is a superhero?
You know, I'm just gonna say Iron Man because
Yeah.
his superpower
That's
is
not a
just he doesn't have heart.
superpower. He's
No,
just
bro,
has
he
money.
doesn't have a heart. That's his superpower. He doesn't have a heart.
Yeah.
That's not a superpower. He's just rich.
Eli,
I know.
Oh my
I hate
God.
to Eli, I hate to break it to you, but Iron Man worked alone. Fucking Tony Stark worked alone for like his whole thing.
Yeah,
The
remember
first-
he was in the prison cave.
Yeah, and then he made the whole fucking suit and the reactor by himself.
I never
and he
watched
was like,
any of the Iron Man movies.
Oh my
So why are
god.
you talking about Iron Man?
Because
Yeah,
Dave
you're
brought it up, he's like,
saying-
oh, bro, Iron Man has some pretty shitty powers. And I'm like, bro, he doesn't have any
He
powers.
does have a shitty power, bro. He doesn't have a heart. Dude, it's
That's
big
not a
fun.
No, didn't.
superpower. So you're saying, so you're
Oh
saying,
my god.
what?
He did work with the other guy. Remember? That's how he got his arc reactor. Like it was with the other guy in
Oh
the
yeah,
cave.
that one other guy.
That one
Yeah.
I have
guy.
no
That's like
idea
the
what
whole
you're
plot
talking
of the
about.
second movie.
Honestly, the first Iron Man movie was probably the best.
The only
There's another?
Iron Man movie I know anything about is when he tried to kill a mandarin. And that was it.
Oh my god.
What?
You guys remember the
Uh,
Iron Man
it's not
animated
how-
TV show?
Dude, that shit was fire.
That shit
I love
was
that
fire.
shit.
That was the
Oh my
best.
God. This is amazing.
This is disgusting.
The thing is,
Okay, Grim.
not many people from DC have superpowers, and all their superpowers are like good.
I did say
Okay.
DC or Marvel.
Oh, DC or Marvel?
Okay, wait. How about we reverse it, Grim? What is your worst superpower? Like, what do you think it is?
I don't know. I haven't given it a good think. I just kind of chucked it out there.
Oh,
Ah.
knowledge. I don't
Get
Honestly-
knowledged, man. I apologize for not being knowledged enough. Alright, and
I'm trying to
X-Men. I'm
figure
gonna
out-
include the X-Men as
Mhm.
well.
The
just 'cause-
X-Men? I don't know.
yeah.
X-Men.
Bro, you're making me Google 3 different shows so I can
I'm
know
not
what
saying
the
you
show-
have to, just anything that comes to the top of your head.
I'm trying to think of what's bad though.
You're bad.
Um,
I watched the New Mutants, and the chick in that has a pretty bad power, but it's kind of a spoiler.
Okay, I've got a shit superpower. Being
What's that?
able to control wood. Like
that's not
telekinesis.
from fucking.
No, it's
the
from
shit.
X-Men. It's from X-Men. There's Logan at the very end. There's a girl who can control sticks, and she throws 100,000 sticks at some guy who's in the forest, and that's it.
I mean, that's actually not a bad like power. If you
Okay,
pick up
yeah,
that.
wait,
It's
Yeah, but
very
what if-
situational.
but what
It
if
is
you're in the-
incredibly
yeah, what if you're in the-
situational.
What if you're in the city? You kind of fucked.
Yeah. Then maybe if there's like one tree at the corner because they wanted some air, but that's about it.
Bro, see, if you can manipulate wood, it'd be good because then you could just like get wood from like floorboards or some shit, and then just like turn into a fucking bullet and just throw it at someone at like 100 miles an hour and kill them.
I didn't
know
know
what? I
bullets were made out of wood.
But you can like make it into a really sharp, small object and then throw it at someone like at a fucking 100,000 miles an hour. You can, and you fucking finish through the part, bro.
You could literally do the same with metal bending, and that's so much better. Whatever that metal guy is from X-Men.
Yeah, but what was if you're like
Yeah,
in the fucking forest, bro? What are you gonna do?
Oh man,
Dave.
how many people live in the forest?
What if you need it in the forest, bro?
The thing is that.
I don't know, bro. I'm just
How
trying to.
many people live in the forest?
Or like near trees with no concrete. Like how many people
Like
have
7 people on the entire Earth.
Dude, 7 people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
7.
I mean, put it this way, right?
What about lumberjacks?
No,
You
no,
didn't
no.
kill lumberjacks.
Nah, they
Serious.
live in the city and they drive out 4 hours to a forest.
Put it this way. No, no, no. Put it this way.
Sure.
Who said that she could mold the wood? She can pick up wood.
Yeah, exactly. That is true. That didn't happen in the movie, so she can only move it. She can't, like, change the size down to a bullet or something sharp.
Yeah,
So-
no,
Think
she
about-
can pick up
Think
sticks.
about Groot. Is that a superpower? Being a fucking tree?
I mean, Groot's
Kinda, because he's alive. Like that's the thing about being alive.
Kind of.
But like also, isn't he a species? So like technically they would all have it. So technically not.
Man,
That's
you really-
okay. Yeah, the Dage is right because that's like saying humans are fucking
Like our brain
have
is
superpowers.
because
We have superpowered brains.
we can think, you know, like other animals don't have as much consciousness as we do. So we have a
So is
superpower.
is
So
being
Groot is-
alive the worst superpower?
Honestly, dude, that's the worst superpower. Dude, living.
I mean, you know,
You're not wrong.
you really are just dissing Groot right now. Why are you disrespecting Groot?
Yeah.
Let's just say the X-Men girl who
I don't think that's the worst superpower, to be honest.
It's
Like
pretty
there
bad.
could be way
imagine
worse.
if the
Like
X
fucking
No.
Ant-Man, bro, he can shrink. Oh,
Well,
what
no.
do I do?
Well, I mean,
Okay.
yeah, but he can
It's still
also-
useful. But like, there's way better.
He can also become massive.
Actually
he doesn't-
Ant-Man is pretty shit to be honest. His
I mean, I
power is
guess.
cool, but it's shit.
No, it's not. What do
Eh,
you mean?
kind of. If you're big, just he
Eli,
has like
Eli.
5 minutes until he collapses
Eli,
of being tired. Yeah.
would you rather throw sticks or become a giant?
Yeah, but the thing
Uh,
is, okay, if you're a giant, right, and then you get like shot, you have a bigger surface area to get shot at, so you would die quickly.
But the
Okay.
bullets are tiny.
Yeah,
but like,
they're
what is that a missile then? You'll
But-
still
no,
fucking die.
Still tiny. It's like getting splashed with water at the pool.
Still a bigger surface area.
Dig.
Your
Are we-
skin isn't harder when you
D-
grow bigger.
That's
No,
like
well, it'd
me
be
throwing a
thicker.
water balloon at you.
Eli,
and yet
no,
it would be thicker.
Your skin would be thicker because you're bigger. So
Dig.
Yeah.
Put it this way, you would have more skin. You would have like more layers behind you.
Yeah, it makes you thicker.
Yeah.
But technically not,
Dummy
because like
thick.
technically, because like you know, matter can't be created nor destroyed, right? So if you grow bigger, you're just stretching out your atoms.
Yeah,
You're a
but
fucking
And you
atom.
would be weaker if you grow bigger,
okay.
because
So
you would be less.
So
Like-
if your skin doesn't grow, wouldn't your bones just pop out of your body?
Yeah. So you would die.
No! Oh my god.
But your bones will also shrink or growth. The atom density will
Your
shrink.
bones would also grow.
Atoms will separate
The
more. so
bones would grow.
they might- oh my god.
Anyways, the atoms don't stretch; they just get bigger.
Yeah.
So,
That's dumb. Work. Physics doesn't allow that.
oh man, maybe that's why it's impossible. Maybe that's why
Maybe
it isn't
that's-
real.
Maybe that's why it's in a movie.
Dude, what? Look at that.
Man, I thought it was real. Why would you do this to me, Brim?
The thing is, you can
Then-
grab a stick and throw it at somebody, no matter how hard you throw it, unless it's really sharp at the end, it's not gonna like do anything.
Yeah, it's probably just gonna like break on your arm, if anything.
But if it's a big stick, you can bonk someone really hard.
Well, yeah,
That
but
is
you'd
true.
see
It depends on the thickness and the size.
But you'd see it coming. That's the thing. It's a massive piece of
Bro.
fucking wood.
You can see like a metal pole being thrown at you from Magneto.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your point?
Well, are you blind? Can you not see
Are
wood?
you blind? No,
mean-
because if it's big, if it's like a wooden cabin, if you're for some reason in the forest, if you have a massive wooden cabin thrown at you, I don't know if you're gonna be able to dodge that, Chief.
But if you're in the forest, you'll just hide behind a tree, right?
No.
Yeah, until they pick up the tree and hit you with it. What if
it's
you like made a maze out of the trees?
Well, put it
Get
this
this
way. How
X-Men
about,
girl.
how about you just don't go into the forest? where
Yeah,
there's a
and then
girl
you've
that-
won. If you've automatically won by not going into a forest.
Put it this way, right? You could just not go near a forest that has a girl that can throw wood.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we know what the worst superpower is. Stick throwing.
Yeah, I'd say.
I feel like there's worse though. Like,
No,
Well,
did
I
you
can't
say-
really think of any that's worse.
Well, what about that
Okay.
guy that like everything he touched turned to being alive from
I mean, that's pretty.
No,
Adventure
what about
Time.
that guy from the Skittles ad where everything he touched turned into Skittles?
Okay,
Is
no.
that a superpower though, or is it just a
that's
power?
not-
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. It's just a power. It's
Hey,
not a
man, no, no.
superpower.
I'm throwing that back at you just because you did that to me. Okay.
Eli,
It was a
pretty
joke. At
delicious.
least I was joking. At least I was joking.
Eli, it's pretty delicious though. You have to admit.
It
sick
still
of it.
actually wouldn't be the worst superpower because you can like
what about the
But the-
pimple Skittle thing? You know that?
the
Where,
what
like, if you eat
Skittles.
the Skittle. Okay, so someone had like their pimples were Skittles, and then this woman took a pimple off,
Oh, yeah.
and then she got pimple Skittles. What about that power?
That's
That's
just
the worst.
disgusting. Just don't eat Skittles.
yeah,
It's the
It was-
best
Don't eat
counter.
Don't need pimple skills.
yeah, that's why it's so bad.
No, but normal Skittle man, the normal guy that can turn anything into Skittles,
Okay,
is OP because he can literally
He can
save
just
all
kill
of Africa.
someone.
He can
He can-
save all of Africa.
it can also kill people.
Yeah,
Just
Too
don't
much-
touch
too much-
anyone then.
Can you
It's
just
that
like touch
easy.
the ground and then the entire globe will just turn to Skittles and we'll just
No.
spread around?
If he gets
If you-
tripped over,
No, it would just turn like if you touch some concrete, it's just gonna turn that slab of concrete into Skittles.
No, but if you
It's
touch
gonna turn the
like
entire
dirt, turn
Earth.
all of dirt that touches that piece of dirt into Skittles.
No,
Could do that,
imagine
right?
trying to.
no, that's
imagine
not
trying
what
to
happens. Because
argue
in the advertisement, he touches a phone. The phone is touching the desk. Only the phone turns into Skittles, not the desk.
I get that, but like if you touch dirt and you're on a fucking plain ass field, right? You touch the ground, which is dirt. There's a lot of other dirt next to it. So would all of the dirt go?
No, because when you try to pick up dirt, you don't pick up the entire Earth. You just pick up that little bit of dirt.
would it
Like,
just be a Skittles worth of dirt that turn into the Skittle?
How many Skittles are in 1 square inch of dirt?
No, it's like if I touch an atom, if I'm that guy and I touch an atom, that atom isn't going to turn into a
all
massive
atoms.
Skittle. It's like the same area. It has to fill the same.
I mean, to Eli,
Thing.
you're saying if you touch an atom, you're always touching atoms.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
matter
just an
what
example.
you
If I
The
touch
air molecules around that dude turn into fucking Skittles.
exactly because it's too small.
I'd imagine there'd be like a size limit. You know?
Yeah. Like if you
And-
just touch the ground, it'd be a big crater, but it wouldn't do fucking the entire
No,
shit.
that's not what would happen.
Okay,
If I'm in the
try and
desert and I
precise that.
touch, if I'm in the desert and I put my hand on the sand, the entire desert is going to turn into Skittles.
But how much would turn into Skittles?
Just that amount of sand that you're touching. Like.
touch a human
Just-
and then they entirely turn into Skittles? Doesn't that happen? He didn't touch the entire dude, did he?
No, but he would because he's a single thing. If you cut
Imagine
off his
trying to-
arm and then touch his arm, his entire body is going to turn into Skittles.
okay. I get it. So you're talking about like you're touching every grain of sand turns into like fucking a percentage of a Skittle.
Pretty
you
much,
touch it.
yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay,
So-
okay. Would each sand turn into a tiny piece of Skittle, or would it all clump up into a group of Skittles?
It would have to be like a clump, like. So if
It
you
would just
fill
be
a
a big
container,
If you
It'd
just get a
have-
bunch of Skittles, smash them together into a bowl, it would turn into that. The size of the sand you're touching.
no, that's not exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying it has to be like the same surface area of a Skittle, you know. Like if I touch, what's something tiny?
Oh, so if you
like-
get really tiny Skittles the size of a grain of sand.
No, that wouldn't work because it's too small. It has to be
Okay.
at least the size of a Skittle.
Oh, so you can't. Okay, so you can't touch the sand because it's not big enough.
Yeah, unless you get a
Well-
handful, then that handful would turn into Skittles.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I'm trying. That's what I've been trying to say, but I just
Yeah,
haven't.
I'm just trying to figure it. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to
Yeah,
figure
yeah,
it
yeah. I'm just saying
Yeah.
I haven't. It's hard to explain how this superpower works.
out. That shit is
thing is-
power, though.
Imagine trying to have sex with your girlfriend and she turns into Skittles.
Just like
Wait, okay,
cuff your
wait,
hands
you make
behind your
gloves?
back.
Could you make gloves? Oh no, the gloves would turn into
No,
Skittles.
no. Because what would you do is like you'd have. You know how
Okay.
astronauts they have that like big glass globe on their head, whatever.
Yeah,
Oh no,
that
fishbowl.
bit-
It's like fishbowl. It's a fishbowl on your hand.
So is it only your hands that touch things, or is it any
Only your
skin?
hands. Only your hands.
So-
Yeah.
So you get like a bulb that like connects at your wrist.
Yeah,
It's
it
like a-
connected your wrist,
You'd
and
have, so it's the two bowls that you
you'd
can't.
have two
you gotta-
massive
you don't get-
balls on your hands.
Yeah, you got. They have to be huge because if you bend your wrist, you shouldn't be able to touch. Like if you,
Yeah.
like, you know, they have to be fucking huge, like the size of your head, bigger.
What happened?
Yeah, it
Okay,
would be
Shan.
massive.
It would be fucking huge.
What happens if you
right.
cut your hands off?
Then
Do you
rip your
wrists?
superpower.
Well, you wouldn't be able to because if you touched like a knife or something, you would turn into Skittle, so you wouldn't be able to.
I'll put it this way, right? Wouldn't it be cool if, like, a final goodbye to your power, you cut off your hands and they just slowly turn into...
No. Imagine if like your hands are invincible and anything that touches them turns into Skittles. So you'd have to
Yeah.
cut off this guy's entire arm, but the superpower is still like inside of his hands. So if those hands touch anything, it'd still turn into Skittles.
Yeah.
So say
the
I
back
cut
of
off the Skittle guy's arm and then I pick up his arm from his hand, I'm gonna turn into Skittles.
Oh, if you touch the hand bit, not the rest of
Yeah.
the arm.
Yeah.
If you, like,
You-
touch the bone, you're fine.
Well, could you mount the hand onto a missile and fire at someone?
It's like a nuclear bomb that just
Wait.
turns everything into Skittles.
Wait, what happens if you touch your hand with your other hand?
No, he
Would
can't
nothing
turn
hap-
himself into Skittles. He can't turn himself into Skittles.
What if he
You
touches
turn-
another body part of his?
What happens
Uh,
to a spell?
he's just
he-
immune to his own power.
Yeah, but his clothes aren't. So if he touches his tub, he'll just turn into Skittles.
Yeah.
Well,
He like
Better
has to
not
go.
really touch the fence.
He was like at work and he has to piss and it's like, oh fuck.
Can someone help me?
Would he piss
Can
Skittles?
someone pull down my pants?
I just put on like clothes.
Would he piss Skittles?
He
No.
would piss liquid Skittles. He'd piss melted
no.
Skittles.
Remember, the power's only in his hands. He would not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Unless
Unless
the
pee
touches
is unless pee is stored in the hands.
his hands. Boys, it's pee stored in there.
dude, pee is definitely stored in the hands.
That's what the fingernails are for.
For
That's what
what?
fingernails are, bro. They're hardened pee.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why it barely ever gets longer. You know?
Well, yeah, but like, unless the piss washes through your hands, it's not going to turn into Skittles, right?
Well,
We
how
could
is he
run
supposed to
from
pee?
Just like wriggling, just like don't wear a belt and like shake your waist.
Shake your weight. How's he supposed to put his pants back on?
He just has a handstand.
No.
like,
Okay. I know how to solve this. On top of his like fishbowl hand things, there's just a spike, so he can like slide it under his like waist belt and his skin, and then pull it down. You know.
What?
What?
That just
What?
makes him
What if
more
he has
dangerous because he
fishbowl?
has
He
a
has,
bunch
like,
of spikes on
robotic
his
arms.
bowl.
Or he has like robotic arms sticking out of his forearms, because you know how like
He just
if
has
someone
a
has a-
robotic arm on his like elbow.
yeah, so like you know how if like a dude can get his arm cut off and you put a robotic hand, they can still like move it, right? It's like that, but his hand's still there, so it just comes off. So like when he moves his normal hand, he'll also move the robotic hand.
I think this
But the
guy just
robotic
wants to
hand
kill
can touch
himself,
stuff.
to be honest.
Okay,
Like,
okay. So
Yeah.
if everything he touches turns to Skittles, Skittles can't turn into Skittles. So what if he makes a glove out of Skittles?
that is a good idea. That is a good idea.
works.
But he would have to like sticky tape them or like get super glue.
Let's get someone else to like make the gloves,
What's
and then
the
you could just like
Skittles
slide
melt?
them in.
The Skittles would melt eventually.
That's right, because they've been melted Skittles. They can't. They're still Skittles.
Yeah, but everything
But
melts.
like you know, every time he would touch the Skittles, they turn into Skittles. So they keep on like if they start to melt, it would touch them, and then they'll turn into a normal Skittle again.
No, because your hand has to touch them.
But if
This
your hand's
guy-
touching them.
Okay,
what I
to be
was thinking
fair,
is you like on the inside you can touch them, but on the outside it's like plastic of it. So like the glove is you get a normal glove and just fill it with Skittles, and then he puts that on. That's what I was thinking. But on like a little bit thicker.
Can we move on?
okay, before we do one more thing. This guy could also be OP. Do you want to
Yeah, it
know how?
could be.
He touches the foundations of a building, and that building falls down and kills hundreds of people.
Yeah.
So
And then he could just hold his hands up, so if anything falls on him, it would just turn into Skittles.
yeah, he can protect himself. No, wait, because it would.
Dude, if someone shoots him, like he could just block it with his hand, it would turn into a Skittle.
Yeah, but
No, it's
It would still
bullshit.
carry the same speed, so it
Would
would
it?
still hurt him. Yeah.
It would still hurt him. But
Remember,
his hands
it'd
are
be
immortal,
Skittle.
remember?
Wouldn't be-
Nothing can damage them.
Well, yes, but actually no, because what if someone fires a Skittle bullet at him?
Uh-oh.
so is Skittles his weakness and his power?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
He has these...
And what about M&Ms? If he touches an M&M, does that turn into a Skittle?
Yeah, it would turn
Yeah.
into Skittle.
Yeah.
Dude.
All right, what do you
Yeah.
think? What do you think of
Let's-
Eminem?
Oh my
The
god.
rapper?
Oh.
Yeah, the rapper.
He's interesting. He's a rapper. I don't know.
He does music.
Do you think he likes Skittles?
Yeah?
You reckon he'd have a
Maybe.
contract with M&Ms? Like the confection?
I hope so.
You'd hope.
No, it was. That's like saying, hey, do you guys think that Iron Man has a contract with Iron, bro? Do you think?
I mean,
That is a good point.
I thought his suits were made out of vibranium.
You're just the worst.
So they really shouldn't call him Iron Man at all.
Well,
They call
okay.
him man. They should
Oh,
call him
man.
Rich Boy.
Oh, okay. So what should they call Hulk? Green guy.
Green
Strong
guy.
man. It's like some
Yeah.
bootleg toys. Some
That's
bootleg
real.
Avengers toys.
Green guy.
Metal Man, green guy.
Man,
Arrow, dude.
Marvel really made a mistake not hiring fucking Pam Pam to name me.
Honestly.
Man.
Give me a
And
call,
they call
Stanley.
Thanos Purple Guy.
Purple glove man.
He was the man behind the slaughter.
Yeah,
Dude,
thanks.
he was.
It was
Remember the Dage
Purple
behind the
guy.
slaughter? Dave, you remember like those 3 shitty images I made of you?
Which
are
ones?
fun. The Dage behind the slaughter. Dage and
Oh.
Shrek.
Yeah.
I still have them.
I am.
You should
I
send
might
them. I
have
could put it in a thumbnail.
Yeah, right, yeah. I'll do it after.
You also have to put Skill Man in the thumbnail.
No, we're not.
I'm making the thumbnail, aren't
Yeah,
I?
you're making the thumbnail.
Did I make the thumbnail so the other ones I edited?
No, but you're gonna start.
Okay.
Eli,
that's-
can we move on?
Yeah, we can move on. We're about to hit 30 minutes of talking about Skittles.
Uh,
You're disappointing.
okay.
Let's see what next. Okay.
Okay. Oh, I'll go first. What's your
Brim
opinion
was
on like?
talking, and then you just interrupted and like, I'm going first.
Okay, what were you gonna
Just
talk
gonna
about?
edit it out.
Brim?
I was gonna talk about Call Me Carson, but you pop off.
I was just gonna talk about like PlayStation versus Xbox.
Oh my
No,
god.
PlayStation wins easily. Xbox sucks. All their exclusives are
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
What about Halo? You wanna brawl?
That's like the
Oh.
only good one.
You
It's
can
the
play Halo on
only good
PC.
one.
So like, just get a PC and a PlayStation. You're good.
Yeah.
I don't want a
Just
PlayStation.
get
Well, why would you buy a PlayStation at all if you could just have a PC?
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Can't play
they're
Spider-Man on a
exclusives on
PC.
PlayStation that you can't get on PC. Unless...
Yeah, like Spider-Man, Uncharted.
Later time.
I don't know any other
yeah,
ones.
I was about to say
I never
that.
enjoyed Uncharted, and I have Spider-Man on the original Xbox, and I'm happy with
No,
that.
but like the
It's
new
pretty-
ones,
it's the
the good
same
ones.
game. No, it's the same game. You swing, you shoot, you fight bad guys. It's the same
Exactly the
thing.
same. But for real,
Yeah.
did you ever play Spider-Man 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 2?
Yeah.
I
Good.
didn't.
I'll
I've
get out of
seen
here,
one
Dage.
from it.
Well, that's the
I've
one that I'm
seen
talking
one
about,
clip
but I got it
from
on the
it,
original
exactly.
Xbox.
Yeah, that's
And you can
the good
emulate
one.
it. You can emulate it, so you can play that on PC too.
Yeah, PC's is better.
PC
But
is
like, would you
superior.
buy a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox? Whatever the fuck it's called.
Guys,
I'll just save my money.
That's fair.
guys, console's so much better than PC because you can like move it and stuff as if you can't move a
I have a
What?
laptop.
Dude,
I have a
yeah, I
laptop.
can't. Yeah, it's like you can move a PC, but
It's
it's just
like
a
a
bit
bit-
harder. It's a little bit
Yeah.
more complicated. Still
And
good though.
and it always looks better. Like let's
Yeah,
be
it's
honest,
true.
who makes like an LED Xbox setup?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty dumb.
LED
yeah.
Xbox. That's what it's all about, man.
Yep. Eli,
But-
did your mic fuck again?
No, I am just clearing my throat.
I keep on seeing him mute. I'm just like, he's probably doing something.
Probably jacking off, you know.
Yeah, man.
So what's next? Do I get to talk?
Yeah, you can go now. You can go.
Thank you. Unless Pam wants to cut me off next.
No, you go.
Okay.
Anyways,
Oh,
so work story. Anyway, go on, Brim.
I'm going to stab you with a whiteboard marker.
Hey man, don't threaten me with
That was
the
a cool
time.
topic. All right.
Yeah,
Alright.
good topic, man.
No. For what opportunity? So, what?
Man, this is a great topic so far.
Yeah, I'm sweating. I actually get to
Oh.
talk.
I'll cut this part out. Okay, don't worry.
No, leave it in. Leave it in. It's funnier.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about the Call Me Carson drama?
It's dumb.
It is.
Well,
dumb,
it
but I
is
wanna-
and it isn't because he still has child porn. He's still got pictures of children's nudes, and he still sent nudes, which is illegal.
Yeah.
If there was no sexting, then it is completely fine. It's dumb.
Okay, was it? It was 17 and 19. It was only that person. There wasn't another one because I haven't looked into it.
No, okay. So what I know is he admitted to the 17-year-old and the 19-year-old, but the others, like Jay Schlatt and whatever else, they're saying that there was more, or there might have been more.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Charlie and Travis.
Yeah, I think one of them did say that he said he was going to stop, but he never did. I think that's
Charlie.
what one of them said. Yeah.
Okay.
It was yeah, even like Carson's best friend Josh is like extremely disappointed.
Oh yeah, I would be.
Yeah, like if Dage molested a kid for real.
For real? I like how it's a massive joke, but if for real,
Yeah.
Uh,
I would be like extremely disappointed still.
I mean, technically, I'm still a child, so I can't.
you can still molest people.
Yeah, but like, yeah, okay. I don't know why I said that. If I
Man,
like,
trying to defend himself already.
That means he's guilty. What? Dang.
I'm cutting this part out.
No, you're not. You're not.
I was talking about like, okay, if I had a consensual relationship with a 17-year-old, I am also 17, so it's fine.
No, well, by
That's
Australian
what I was
law.
talking
Yeah,
about.
that's fine. But if you're 18, then it's illegal.
No,
Yeah,
well,
you have
It
to,
depends on the situation.
no, it doesn't. It's illegal.
It's
Okay, depends-
illegal.
If you know
Well,
each other
in-
for more than 3 years, and if one's above, it doesn't matter.
I mean,
No, it's still illegal.
No, it's not legal because my friend is in a relationship with a 19-year-old.
Oh, you have
and
a
they've been
friend.
together for 3.5 years,
Boys.
and legally it's fine.
Dage has a
How
friend.
do you know it's legally fine?
Because they had to check.
Where
there's-
did you
there's
check?
different-
On Bing?
They checked
Where did
because
they
didn't want
check?
to fucking break the law.
Where
No,
did
no,
they
no, no.
check?
didn't wanna get
He's
fucking
right. It is
charged.
legal. It is
It
legal.
is?
Different
Yeah.
states and territories of Australia have different ages of consent.
Oh,
Yeah.
just leave your state, Dag.
Of course.
I think the oldest one is 17. Like that's like the most. I think it might be Victoria that has like 17, and that's like the oldest one. I think most of the places are 16.
Fun fact.
Right.
The age of consent in like who's telling me? I think it was like some other weeb was telling me that in Japan it's 13.
Yeah.
So that's why he looks at lolly, and I'm like, bro, you're sick.
That's the reason.
That's the reason because legal. And I'm like, oh, that's gross.
It's legal, but it's so disgusting.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'm going to be the devil's advocate. It's
Uh-oh.
disgusting to us because it's illegal for us. But to them, it's completely normal, which is why they don't have a problem with
Yeah,
it.
but it's like the rest of the world doesn't like it, apart from
Exactly.
like the Czech Republic, where children under like 8 can drink.
Yeah, but it's because that's what their culture is in their country. That's
But,
what
like,
the
where do
laws
they
are.
get
So that's
those
why it's
laws?
normal for them, but it's still disgusting, in my opinion.
Also,
Yeah.
any American viewers in the future, imagine having to be 21 to drink.
Oh, lol.
Imagine not drinking at age 16 with parents' permission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
You can drink at 16 if you have your parents' permission, by the way.
why-
you get
that's every time I drink.
you get the hey mum, can you sign my permission slip for this this excursion? Haha, you just enabled me to drink at 16.
Yeah, pretty much.
The old switcheroo.
Isn't that supposed to be on private property as well, though? So you
It has
can't
to be
like go out-
private property and supervised.
Yeah.
Private probably.
Blah 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 blah.
So you can't go out to a bar and drink.
blah.
So,
Well, I
um,
mean, kind of. If it's,
What if
Yeah.
the bar's on private property?
Also,
No,
your
fun,
bar.
But like the owner has to also like agree to it.
Oh,
fun
the
fact
property.
about is in New Zealand, the age of consent is 16.
there you
Fun
go.
fact.
No,
I
like
could-
sex.
yeah, you have to consent for drinking, bro.
I'm pretty sure it's 16.
can I drink you?
It's 16. Like the flat number is 16.
Yeah.
You're a flat number.
Just everything.
Your mum's flat.
Oh snap!
Sorry, I didn't mean it. Please forgive me.
Yeah.
Eli,
Who was it directed at?
it was directed at Eli.
Oh, he's clearing his throat currently.
Eli.
I'm also
on-
drinking Burgundy creaming soda. It's literally called
Burgundy?
Burgundy creaming soda.
You mean
Burgundy.
Burgundy?
Burgundy. Yeah, I don't drink from Burgundy very often. But yeah, I'm drinking that and it's making my throat all like.
Well, stop
Throat.
drinking it.
I
Is it-
just
is it-
finished
is
the
it-
drink.
Is it Burgundy or is it Bundaberg?
It's Bundaberg, and then under it says Burgundy. So
Oh,
Isn't
No,
burgundy
I-
like a color, a shade of blue?
Yeah, it's shade of red.
Oh, red.
yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, Eli, ginger beer is delicious.
it is.
Dude, ginger.
It's
You're a man
really
of
good.
culture. Man of culture.
Yeah.
Okay, imagine a superpower where everything you touch turns to ginger beer.
Why?
I would touch everything.
Wait,
I
wait.
think-
Technically, that would be better than the Skittles because
How?
it wouldn't. Okay, listen to me. So with the bullet situation, right? If a bullet comes at you and you touch it, if it's a Skittle, it would still go through your finger because it's a hard object. But if it's a liquid, it won't.
Have you ever been hit with the high pressure like hose?
Yeah, but it won't
Yeah.
like go through. Your
Yes, they
skin.
do.
It would still
Yeah,
hurt.
Yes, they
okay,
do.
okay. Let me.
Hose isn't- That's faster than a bullet.
I have a rebuttal. Okay, so if you're say skydiving, and your parachute doesn't work, if you fall
Oh.
into water, it's still as hard
Yeah,
as
no, I get
concrete.
I know that. I know that.
That's surface tension, so
I'm
that's
talking
different.
about- a
Still,
bullet.
because you're still hitting it at that speed. Like, I still
Yeah,
think
so
that if it was just floating there, stuck.
Oh no, no, no. Okay, but if it was a bullet, it would be different. It would slow it down a lot, but it would still it wouldn't. So if you get shot in the middle of the palm with the Skittle power, it would still go through your finger, but it would turn into a Skittle.
Also, just saying, a fire hose can actually tear a hole in your body.
Yep.
Exactly.
It can tear.
But like, okay, fine then. You win. It would hurt less if it was water than a fucking Skittle bullet. Okay.
No,
I don't
No,
think so.
wait. I have
Because
actually.
if the bullet's going fast enough to pierce through you, I think a blob of liquid, which would take on any shape, would also have the same amount of
Yeah, it will
power.
also
to
just
pierce
turn
through you.
into the shape of the bullet, so it's still sharp.
Dave, you're using the logic like, oh, what's heavier, a pound of feathers or a pound of metal?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's the same pressure. It doesn't matter what it is. It's the same pressure.
Okay, fine. I get it.
You suck at
the same.
things.
Okay, I just have a suggestion. If anyone who's listening to this is a police officer or will be, I suggest that you tell the chief of police to get a fire truck for every police officer, and then they can just threaten like robberies, thieves, murderers with fire hoses. And if they decline, then you just rip a hole on them with
What are they
water.
gonna hostage?
Well, the hostage will just get a little wet, but that's fine.
What is this like the GTA 5 fire truck?
Yeah. The GTA 5 fire truck. Yeah, man.
Actually, just deadly. You get sprayed by it once, you're just dead.
Yeah, you can say goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye life. Fucking what next? Someone who
Okay. Well, does Pam have a topic?
can talk about stuff.
First topic of being honest. Come on.
Well, what about what do you guys think about this return to monkey phase that everyone's gone through now? Like
Oh,
it's
I
been
love it.
around,
I
but
love
it's been around since like Harambe died.
Okay,
Harambe died.
Look at
So
my profile.
I know it's
I don't
Gorillas.
get it.
It's better than the.
I've never heard of this.
It's better than the Lamar roasts Franklin memes.
True, there's too many. Like, it's not a bad meme.
It's not a bad meme, but it's just done too much.
I
And
see
there's
it like
so it's just all of them are shit. Like they just
I don't
changed the
get-
model of CJ. They just changed the model of fucking Franklin to Superman, and that's it. And then that's it. There's no effort. And then they get
Yeah.
like 100,000 views and 20 million subscribers. And it's just interesting, man. It's just interesting.
reenacted it in real life. That one was pretty good. That's good.
Yeah, and that was done with the actual voice actors. Ones that have actual effort are good. Actually, talking about monkey memes, I love the kill wife regret one. I actually love
Oh,
that.
yes.
It's
Oh.
so good.
Yeah, that's good.
What is
Right,
a
right.
monkey that a species of monkey that starts with B?
Baboon.
Big monkey.
Brim the baboon.
chimp. No,
Wait, is
baboon's
it
a
baboon type
chimp?
of monkey? Oh yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if it is actually a type of monkey.
Yeah, it is. It's a monkey.
Is it a monkey?
No, it's a chimp.
What?
I thought it was a chimp.
Time. Google
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
Time Google time.
Baboon.
Baboon. I think that they're own. Oh no, they're all
Yeah.
part of
There are
primate.
5 species of baboon. Some of the world's largest monkeys. They are monkeys.
They're
They're just
some of the
primates.
world's oldest monkeys. Old
Baboons
world
are probably
monkey.
considered yeah.
Old world monkey.
They are the payboat, which is one of 23 monkey species or some shit.
Yeah, but they're all like.
So it is a
primates.
monkey. Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
Fair enough. I stand
but
corrected.
it's also a baboon, which is a baboon,
Yeah.
and it's also
Oh,
a
baboon
fucking
is a species
peo.
of.
It's a sort of a peo. It's yeah, it's a monkey. So yeah, you're a baboon.
Yeah, baboon brim.
Baboon. Oh. What is there a monkey that starts with G?
Gee.
Uh,
No, I didn't say I wanted to be a monkey. I didn't say I
No,
wanted
we're
to be
all
a
gonna be
monkey.
monkeys. We're all gonna be monkeys.
Grim the
what's
gorilla?
yours? Yes, Gorilla Grim. Yes.
What about P and D?
Primate Pam.
Pam.
Primate Pam.
Primate Pam.
And
I typed up gorillas that start with D, and then it recommended girl names. Monkeys that start with D. I don't think there is one.
Well, I'm looking at it.
Primate list.
What about P?
A duck,
No,
a drill.
those
The
aren't
fat-tailed
good
dwarf
ones.
lemur. Dwarf lemur.
There's only
Dwarf lemur Dage.
there's... Okay, I
Yeah,
guess
P and D don't really have one.
I
Okay,
was gonna say
wait.
I've got 3. There's a I don't know how to fucking pronounce this. Duck, a Durakuli, and a drill.
Hmm. Very interesting.
Be
Yeah.
a dusky bush baby.
Dumb monkey. Dage.
Dumb monkey day. That makes sense.
Alright, I just wanna... Since we're here, because Pam just said Dage's name is Dage. Dage, what is the correct way to pronounce your name? This is your
Right.
chance.
Do you know what I was shocked by?
What?
Blank, the video where we edited stuff. If
Yeah.
you don't want to see it, I'm not gonna shut it out. Don't watch it. Blank, but now you're watching this. It's a decent video. I edited stuff for him. He pronounced it correctly,
Yep.
which I didn't expect because no one pronounces it correctly. It's Dage.
I say Dage.
Yeah, no, but like no one else does.
Yeah, there's only a handful of people who pronounce it correctly.
Yeah,
But that's
it's
because...
it's not how you spell. If you want to actually spell Dage, it's not D-A-G-E.
Yeah, if you say it like... When you look at a piece of paper, you're not like, man, look at this peg.
When you're angry, you don't go into rage.
Yeah.
When Hulk's angry, he go rag.
Rage mode activate.
Big rage mode. Oh. But yeah,
Rage man.
Yeah, no one pronounces it correctly. It gets annoying sometimes. Yeah.
So, Dage, one more time, how do you pronounce your name?
Dage.
That was
No.
so destroyed and muffled,
Yeah, okay,
no one
it
will
is-
understand.
It is Dage. 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 Oh,
Dage.
my name is Dage. I'm just gonna keep on saying it. It's Dage. Okay, it's
Thanks,
Dage.
Dage.
It's not Dag. It's not whatever the fuck you say it is. It's Dage.
Alright.
How do people?
There's only like 4
Yeah.
people, and all 4 of them are in this voice call.
Yeah. I mean, it might have been 5.
Yeah, but they died. Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. What about any other topics? Time travel. If you could go anywhere, at any time, at any place, at that time, where would you go and why?
1 hour.
So only one time.
Yeah.
So it's not like we have a time machine.
No,
Or
you
is
go
it
there
one
once and then
opportunity
you
we
go
have?
back and you can't time travel to a different time.
Can you like be like? Can you choose whenever to go back?
Yes.
Hmm.
I don't know. Can it future, past, present,
Yeah.
past?
As
present?
long as you
Yeah,
don't
why'd I say
change your own, like, as long as you don't change anything about yourself, that would change.
Oh, bitch.
1 hour ago, when I wasn't here, talking about monkey dicks.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But you can't change. You can't change like the future. So it's gonna happen anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, 1 hour later, so I wasn't here.
Well, you only have 10 more minutes, man.
I feel like you would have to go into the future, right?
Pretty much,
'Cause
yeah.
there
There's
will
not
be
many
so much
things you can do. Because
Yeah.
let's say you change something in the past.
If
When
I-
you go to the present you isn't going to be able to go back and change it because it's already been changed.
Yeah.
So you
Okay.
can only really go back in time if you're going to look at stuff.
Okay. So in theory, if I try to travel like 1 billion years in the future and it's nothingness, am I still able to teleport back?
Yes.
So like if
Actually-
okay, if I was in space, obviously we'd be able to teleport back because you can breathe for like 2 minutes in space because of how many oxygen stored in your lungs. So it'd be
No,
fine.
you can't. In space you can't.
Yeah, but you don't
die
instantly
straight away.
die. What I'm
die
saying-
straight
okay,
away.
Die straight
no,
away.
No, you don't. You don't die straight away.
You do
You
die
don't
straight
die.
away
Yes, you
because
do.
the lack of
You don't die
the lack
straight
of
away.
pressure boils your blood and you pop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
after
No.
like
And the oxygen
30,
gets
40
sucked
After
seconds.
out.
like 10 seconds.
it's not an instant death. It takes time. It's like 30 or something seconds.
Alright, how about, I have an idea. How about we all go into space and we kick Dage out, and then we wait 2 minutes before we pass him some oxygen?
It's not 2 minutes. It's like 30 seconds. Okay.
Okay,
Before
let's
you
wait.
die.
We'll go
It
into
is still
space.
painful.
We'll go into space. We'll kick Dage out of the space shuttle. We'll wait 25 seconds before we give him like some oxygen. How's that sound?
Okay, 10 seconds and I'll do it.
90
10
seconds.
seconds. All right.
I don't know what the fucking thing is.
90
If we-
seconds.
If we actually go into space, we're gonna kick Dage out for 10 seconds and see how he does.
Yes, please do that.
You can
All
live
right,
for
we
about-
will. And if we're still doing the podcast and Dage isn't on after that, well, looks like we were right.
15 seconds. You can survive without a spacesuit in space.
No, 90 seconds.
At max. At most, an astronaut without a suit could last about 15 seconds before losing consciousness.
Well, yeah, that's not dying.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you would have that time before you go. If you teleport, like, you go future, and it's like, oh shit, I'm in space because the world doesn't exist anymore. You would have 15 seconds to go back, so you could do that. That's my point.
Well,
Is that I don't have enough time to travel back, but I'm not going to do that.
You can live, about 90 seconds without dying.
Yeah.
There's actually plenty of time to be saved.
Yeah. So Grim, shut the fuck up. Okay. Learn knowledge.
How about I
Okay.
fucking kick you out of a space shuttle and I just
Fucking
don't even
do
give
it,
you
bitch.
oxygen? Fine, I'm gonna kick you out and I'm not even gonna help you, man.
Okay, we'll do it.
So
And I'll be like, after about 15 seconds, I'll wave at you and be like, "Hi, bitch, I'm about to die," and then prove you wrong.
No, you'll be.
No, you'll
wait
already
10 seconds
be
and pass.
unconscious, so.
No, that by 15 seconds. So like, before I lose consciousness, I'll wave, and then I'll go unconscious for about another like 60 seconds, and then die.
Alright, how about I kick you out of the space shuttle and then I just shoot you with a revolver?
By pressing.
Nothing.
always has been.
No,
Okay,
no,
can
that
we
just
get back
means
to the topic?
you'll be dead, so you won't be able to wave.
Can we get back to the topic?
Yeah, this is the
If you
topic.
could
isn't it?
time travel.
Oh yeah, one more thing I wanted to add. You technically could go back to the past to do stuff. It would just have to be so insignificant, like having sex with someone.
But then,
But then you get
but then the
pregnant.
question
No,
comes in
just use
with
a condom.
time travel. If you go back in time and you do something, how do you know that it doesn't change you in the present? Because the time loop is that you go back and you do that anyway. So that affects already in the past when you're born in the present. So it doesn't change you at all.
What?
Who the fuck went on time travel? Fuck this shit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll just quickly answer it. I would go like a few, like 10,000 or so years in the future just to see what it's like, and then if I'm like in space or something, I'll just teleport back immediately. But then
Just
I'll
skip and a few 10,000 year jump.
yeah, or like 20,000 years. I would want to see what happens then.
I would probably go back to when the dinosaurs were still around, and like have a look at them.
Just look at them.
Well, dinosaurs are cool, man.
True.
I
Tell me you
guess.
don't want to see it like a massive T-Rex eating a fucking.
Well, as long as it's not eating me, I would be fine
Well,
with
the
it.
problem is, you're in the danger zone.
Yeah, but you can still teleport back at
Oh.
any time.
See, I'd probably want to go like in the future by like maybe 5 years or something, and then try and memorize all the horses. That
Oh,
win.
And
that's-
it's like still like a brochure with all
Yeah.
like the fucking race time, bro. Just do Back to the Future.
Just
Dude.
no,
Yeah.
just do it for the next week. Do
Well,
it like next week.
and put like $3,000 on a
No,
horse
see what
that
you do.
wins.
Is, wait,
Yeah, put all of your money on it. All the
see, what
horses.
you do is you go like an hour into the future, right? See, this is a big time. Live for like 5 or so years or something. Memorize everything, then teleport back to now, and then you'd have the next like 5 years of knowledge of the future.
How
Actually-
would you memorize 5 years?
Well, like you can write shit down and then bring it back with
But
you.
you
right?
can't
Or
take
can
stuff
not do
back
that?
with you.
But, like it'll be on like your clothes and shit. Or do you just like go back into your?
You go back
what
into
you're
your
wearing?
old self.
Okay, well then just get a fucking good memory. I don't know.
Just get a good memory, guys. Can you memorize
What?
5 years
like,
of your
you-
life
you would, like-
exactly?
But like you would roughly know. You could do that. Though. Just a
Roughly.
thought. I don't fucking know, okay? It was a thought, okay?
I would just go forward in time to the time that I've had fun in the future. So
Why
I can
wouldn't you
have-
just go back in time and just win a bunch of money?
go back? I want to be monkey.
Exactly. If you just go back in time, win a shit ton of money, and then just give it to yourself, like the day you go back in time.
But that would affect the future.
No, like just mail it to yourself.
Just mail it to yourself and like, I want this mailed in like 100 years.
In
Well,
one week.
Basically, like
or
in Back to
something.
the Future.
Hey, postman, can you deliver $10 million in cash to this address in 1 week? Thanks, man.
Or
GTA.
what you
High
do is like you make a bank account, right, and then you put it under your name, and then they mail you like a credit card right in the mail. So you do that before, so then in the future you'll get the mail, you know, with just some random money on it. You know what I'm saying? Do you get
Sure.
that?
Sure, man.
So you make a bank account, you win all the shit, you put the money in the bank account, and it's like, oh, I want a credit card or a debit card from this account mailed to me in like a week. Do that, and then in a week you get a credit card in the mail. When you go back then.
I want to get infected with the plague.
Why?
I don't know, it'd be cool. I'm gonna bring back the plague in 2021. Technically, it still exists. There's like 5 cases a year. Anyways, what about you, Pam and Brim? You guys didn't really answer. Except for Pam, he didn't actually say like future. So for like horses and stuff.
Yeah, no,
just
I probably would go. I probably would go future still, because there was a thing on the TV that was like some guy put like $2 on like the whole like NRL season, and he almost won. Like he tried to guess like every win of the NRL season, and he almost won like some stupid amount of money. So if you do that, you memorize like the next NRL season, and then you memorize like 3 horses that are gonna win big, and boom, heaps of money.
That's a good idea.
I just go ahead in time to a time that I think I'll have fun, and just try and have as much fun there as possible before I go back. So then in the future I can have that fun again.
What if you like go to yourself 1 hour before you die,
Why though?
so that you can see yourself die and prevent it? Will that work?
Okay,
No,
you
that
wouldn't
actually
know when
wouldn't
you're
work.
gonna die, so you'd have to like already know the date before you time travel.
No,
You have to
just be
pick
like,
the-
hey man. Well, I don't know the exact year and day and time of dinosaurs. So I'd just be like, man, I want to go to 1 hour
Yeah.
before I die.
No, you can't. Can you really do that? I mean, I guess.
I think
But like
so.
with the dinosaur thing, you could just be like, I want to travel 2 billion years or whatever, 2 million years in the past, when dinosaurs lived, because we know roughly how many years ago that was. So you would do that.
Roughly,
Like you have to know
but
the
still.
exact date you would want to go.
I still think that I'm right and you're wrong.
Okay.
I mean, knowing when you die would actually be pretty useful.
Would it though?
But you wouldn't be able to use it, or else you going into the future to prevent it wouldn't work.
Well, yeah, but I'd rather much know when I die than when I don't.
That is
Uh,
true, because then you could live.
Like,
life
what
to the
if you actually
fullest.
travel like a week into the future?
No,
then
what
what
if
are
you
you gonna
travel
do?
back in time?
Wait, technically, if you did that, right, can you just live forever?
No.
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 Old
If you
age.
travel into the future to now before you die, and then don't travel back, you would live an extra like 30 years or something.
Well, yeah, but you'd still die of like old age, no matter what.
Yeah. I know you get that, but you'd still live longer than you would.
But what if you don't
Depends.
want
If you
to
go
live
back to like when the Black Plague's around and you get the plague and die,
Yeah. Well, you could just as soon as you would know you got it, you just come back and take antibiotics or whatever the fuck they have for it.
Antibiotics. Man, let me just take my Vita
They have
gummies to
fucking
get rid of the
vac-
Black Plague.
They have fucking like vaccines and shit for it. Now.
Yeah, it's still funny though.
Just get that shit. Yeah. I guess we can finish it off with the things you like section.
Yes.
You know,
Alright,
do.
Dave, you probably have the recording of all of us singing or humming.
We need to do it again
Soon.
with Pam. We'll do that later though, because I don't want to do that now. So that's enough.
Fair enough.
but- yes. So, what's things you like, guys?
Who's going first?
You can. Because you spoke
I was gonna
first.
say alphabetical, no, it's still me first.
We'll go left to right, which is still Brim.
What's something that I liked? Oh yeah, I finished Dragon Ball Super and now I'm watching Dragon Ball GT. So
No, we're not having another 10-minute conversation about Dragon Ball, please.
shut up. I
Well, then
do.
just don't have a 10-minute conversation about it.
Oh, you two talked about it though.
Okay, well then that's it. You watched it. Is it good? Was it good?
That's it. Okay, Dave, what do you like?
Just kind of cheesy, but I went on a date yesterday. That was cool.
Nice, nice. Who's the
Yeah.
lucky boy?
Dude, it's actually it was your 3-year-old brother, actually.
I don't have a brother that's 3 years old.
Oh, you do now.
I don't think I do actually.
You will in 3 years and 9 months after that date. Ooh.
Oh. Pam, what about you? Is there anything you enjoyed that happened these last few days?
I got some fresh new boots today.
Nice.
Nice.
Send pics.
Send pics.
I want a Pam pic in my DMs.
Alright, some fresh boots.
Oh. And
I'll-
someone has to ask me, because if I ask myself, that's not funny.
What did you like?
Oh, guys. Oh, man, these are so nice. I had... something happened that I enjoyed this week, I'm sure. I just need to remember. Oh, that's right. I got a commission, and it is currently being done by Danny, who will be on in the next episode.
Oh, that's
So
epic.
everyone, a round of applause for Art.
Dude, you know what I just realized? Next episode is gonna be the first podcast with 5 people.
Yeah,
I
it's
think.
gonna be crazy.
Didn't we have 2?
Yeah.
Didn't we have 2
Yeah.
people before that?
No,
We had like Shu and someone, didn't we?
no.
Okay, I guess.
It'll be the first with 5. It's gonna be crazy.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
we did have one with 5.
No,
Didn't
we
we?
didn't.
We had one. The one with Shu. Didn't we have Shu and someone else?
Nope.
Like we had Shu and the other Grim on,
Nope.
right?
No, we didn't.
Pretty sure we did.
No, I'm pretty sure we didn't. Pam, say the N-word.